Hi, I'm Graham, and this is Man v Film. Okay, so this is the Blu-ray review for the fantastic. This is a Blu-ray review for Green Lantern. I recently bought this for a very, very cheap price. I hadn't seen it since the cinema, where it was full of hatred and everybody just despised it. And you know what? I wanted to sit down, a few years removed, and actually see what the movie was about and see if I did enjoy it or if it really was as bad as I thought it was. Now, is the movie great? Absolutely not. Is it even one of the best superhero movies? Not at all. Not with the recent spate of Marvel. It's a DC movie, and they can just never quite seem to get, their footing and what they want to do. That being said, Green Lantern is watchable. Uh, you know, I sat down, the time passed easy enough, and I found myself enjoying the movie. I really enjoyed the special effects. I thought they were actually fantastic, especially Parallax at the end when he's coming in all the smoke and things like that. It was really good. What the movie has going for it is the special effects and the world it creates. But when it's on Earth, not so great. When it's in the planet O, that's when it really comes alive, and you get all these colours and the different creatures that are there that really just fill out. It's you find yourself looking all over the screen trying to figure out what else you can see that you hadn't seen before, and it's really interesting. What the problems with the movie are, first of all, Ryan Reynolds doesn't really suit the role, the main role. He's a bit too cocky, a bit too bravado, and it could have been good in another superhero, but just not the Green Lantern. For a movie that spans the galaxy, tells you about all these Green Lantern Corps and the superhero, the super police of the world, the movie feels really small. So you've got Planet O, which is all CGI. You have the office, which is at the hangar base. You have a main street, and you have the Planet O, and then you have this secret underground lair. So there is literally a handful of places. You don't really see much more than that. It feels like a really small, contained story, which is strange considering this is a world-threatening force that's attacking it. I liked Sinestro, and I liked the other Green Lanterns and things like that, and the movie moves along. At the start, there are some problems when it tries to flesh out the relationships of the characters. The characters themselves aren't that interesting. The leads, Hal Jordan isn't that interesting. Blake Lively's character isn't that interesting. I've watched the movie, I can't even remember her character's name. That's how uninterested I was in it. The love story's pointless. I don't want to see anything about it. It doesn't make me emote anything. I'm not interested in finding out where it's going to go. So, and quite a lot of the time is spent on this love story, and I'm just not interested. As for the Tim Robbins character, Angela Bassett's character, it's a waste of some good actors. They're in there, and these people can do the job, but the job they're given is just to be a two-dimensional character. So yeah, the movie has all these great special effects. I sat and watched this on a Sunday afternoon, and it passed the time. Will I get my way to watch it again? I don't know. I may watch it again, but when I've got the choice, when I have the choice of sitting down and watching Guardians of the Galaxy or the Avengers or Iron Man movies, there's no choice what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick one of the Marvel movies. The DC movie is just poor. The Green Lantern is poor in comparison, but taken on its own, it is watchable. I watched the extended edition. I'm too far removed from the theatrical edition to actually know what was different, but I did know that I found the movie was enjoyable. Again, I'm going to give it, 2.5 stars, which is a bare pass for me. It's right in the middle. It's completely average. It could have been pushed a little bit further, but just a little bit characterization, a little bit, pushing the characters. The special effects are what really drags this movie up, because they're great. Apart from the actual suit itself, which isn't too great, the mask that covers his eyes is, a bit poor. But, should you check it out again? Yeah, enough time's passed. Give it a watch. If you can pick it up cheap in Blu-ray, great. If it's on Netflix, sure, give it a spin. Why not? The Green Lantern Blu-ray comes with a digital reprint of a #1 comic, which is quite interesting. Green Lantern's Light, which is just a way of watching the movie where it shoots up information at you, which is actually quite good, because there's certain parts of the movie where it drags a little bit when it's going through the relationships, and it pops up information, you're like, thank God, something else to look at for a moment. It's got some deleted scenes which aren't that interesting. It's got some featurettes. It's just basically the cast and crew sitting down to tell them how fantastic it is to work in this movie. It's not that interesting. The Blu-ray comes with the DVD, and this is the UK edition one that I'm looking at, the theatrical edition. You get the choice of watching the theatrical or the extended edition. It looks really good in Blu-ray. That's the one thing it has going for it. Should you rush out and buy it? Not at all. Is it worth a rental? Possibly. It's probably more a movie you'd want to catch on Netflix. I'll see you again for more Blu-ray reviews.